What job pays surprisingly low for what they do? There's a saying here in Germany, don't know if it can be translated literally. The more social the job, the more antisocial the salary. Social work is insanely underfunded stateside as well. It's horrid. You have to do it because you want to. And if you don't want to, you're going to have a bad time because you're on call nonstop. I'm a paramedic, and it's wild how little we make. People assume we're rolling in cash because, saving lives and all. Truth is, I make about $16 an hour to literally restart someone's heart at 3 a.m. in sketchy situations. Entry level into the construction union pays more than that. It's sickening how low y'all get paid for not only the task at hand, but the unreasonable hours per shift. Research scientists in academia. My wife is a research scientist in academia at a very prestigious hospital in a very well-respected lab. Her salary is capped at $54 for a year, which is what I was making at a nonprofit without any degrees. Jesus, I'm an entry-level tech, and I only make a few thousand less than that. That's just abysmal. Librarians, not even the hyper-specialist ones, but just your average library assistant dealing with crackheads, whiny mums, and unruly kids in a public library. It's the truth. We get paid very little for a job that requires a master's. Where I'm from, it is often said that you won't be able to pay back the student loan, covering the years it takes to become a librarian by working as a librarian. Tower climbers. Those videos you see on Facebook where a guy changes a light bulb 1,000 feet up for $20,000 are bullshit. Cell carriers like T-Mobile and Verizon have crushed the industry to a point where the folks who do incredibly dangerous work every day, anywhere from 200 to 2,000 feet in the air, make $25 an hour if they're lucky. Think of how essential communications are in our daily lives, and you'll realize how absurd this is. I interviewed with my local cable company for an installer job. I figured I would just be connecting lines, boxes, but then I found out they wanted us to climb poles. You can't get a bucket to everything where I am at, since it's rural, so they not only expected you to manually climb poles for install jobs, but also expect you to be potentially climbing poles during winter storms to reconnect people. They literally stated that we would be expected to climb icy poles, all for $15 an hour. Needless to say, I think it was clear during the interview that I was not going to work out. Medical residents. On face value, they make a decent salary, but when accounting for 70 to 80-hour work weeks in hospital treating patients, it can usually calculate out to about minimum wage or possibly less depending on the location. Combine that with sky-high debt and it can take a financial toll on people.